In the first video, I skipped the obvious weirdos, but now it's time for the Beatles and Zeppelins of weird music. The legends, the godfathers, the icons. No fluff, just raw, unfiltered strangeness. 10. The Shags. 3 sisters from New Hampshire, forced into a band by their dad after a psychic told him it was their destiny. No rhythm, no training, no self-awareness, just pure, chaotic sincerity. They sound like a garage band from a dimension where music evolved differently. Frank Zappa called them better than the Beatles. He probably wasn't kidding.
My pal's name is Football, he always likes.
9. Tiny Tim. A walking contradiction. Towering height. Ukulele in hand. Falsetto that sounded like a haunted music box. He looked like a vaudeville ghost who wandered onto 1960s television and stayed. He never tried to be normal and somehow ended up with a hit on the charts. America laughed, but he kept playing, and he literally died doing what he loved, singing on stage.
Oh, tiptoe through the window, by the window.
8. Daniel Johnston. Fragile, brilliant, and painfully human. His tapes were barely held together, like his mind. He sang about unrequited love, demons, and Captain America with the honesty of a child and the poetry of a broken angel. Kurt Cobain wore his shirt. The rest of the world is still catching up.
When I was out in San Marcos a year ago today, they probably would have put me.
7. Frank Zappa. Composer, freak, comedian, satirist, guitar hero. He mocked everything. The music industry, politics, hippies, even his own fans. His songs went from doo-wop to jazz fusion to orchestral madness, often in the same album. Listening to Zappa isn't about understanding, it's about surrendering. Six. Silver Apples. In 1968, while most bands were tripping on acid and feedback, Silver Apples were building oscillators and programming drones. Their music sounds like robots meditating in the desert, mechanical, trance-like, hypnotic. No one knew what to do with them then. They're still ahead of us now. 5. Captain Beefheart. Imagine Delta blues put in a blender with free jazz, Dada poetry, and desert lizard energy. Then scream it through a throat that's seen too many cigarettes and visions. Trout Mask. Replica is the Everest of weird records. Disorienting, ugly, genius. You don't enjoy it. You survive it.
Fast and bulbous.
That's right, the mascara snake. Fast and bulbous. Also, a tin teardrop.
Bulbous also tapered.
That's right.
4. Mr. Bungle. They didn't bend genres, they exploded them. Cartoon, funk, grindcore, lounge jazz, circus music, porno soundtracks, all within 30 seconds. Mike Patton's voice could croon, scream, gargle, and scat without warning. Mr. Bungle was chaos with perfect timing. And yes, it slapped. Three. Screamin' Jay Hawkins. Before Alice Cooper, before shock rock, there was Jay, rising from coffins, screaming voodoo chants and putting curses into his blues. He had opera training, but chose to howl like a man possessed. I put a spell on you wasn't a metaphor, it was a threat.
I put a spell on you.
2. The Residents. Anonymous since the 70s. Eyeball masks, cryptic concept albums, multimedia nightmares. They were performance art disguised as a band, or a band disguised as a cult. You never know who's behind the curtain, and that's the genius. The mystery is the message.
Here I come, Constantinople, here I come, Constantinople.
GG Allin. The absolute edge of performance. He smashed the barrier between artist and audience, literally. His shows were riots, blood, feces, broken bones, and danger. He promised to die on stage. He didn't, but the myth lived on. GG wasn't just punk. It was punk's fever dream. Which of these weirdos freaked you out the most? And if you feel too strange for the mainstream, you're in the right place. Subscribe and share this with someone who thinks Björk is the pinnacle of weird music. I speak only of myself, since I do not wish to convince. I have no right to drag others into my river. I oblige no one to follow me, and everybody practices his art in his own way. If he knows the joy that rises like arrows to the astral layers, or that other joy that goes down into the minds of corpse flowers and fertile spasms, stalactites, seek them everywhere. In managers magnified by pain, eyes white as the hairs of the angels,